welcome back to River City Runs Red, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle here on Restless Barbarian Gaming. I am your storyteller, Aloysius, and here with my lovely players, who I guess will have go from top and work our way down, starting at Tom.
Okay, hey everybody. My name's Tom, known as Bolthra on the internet, and I am playing Ephraim, a Malkavian DJ.
So I guess I'm next, right? Okay,
Go
so
for it.
yeah, so I'm playing Delilah Cole. She is a Nosferatu. She's a fairly young turned vampire, and she's generally trying to avoid feeding on people and feeds on rats instead.
I guess I'm next. Hi, I'm Nanette. I'm playing Whisper, a Toreador cat burglar. I'm still wondering what's going on with these young ones.
Hi, I'm Tiara. I'll be playing Yvain Mallory, a lovable, pathetic kind of a loser girl. But a love.
Just an all-around loser. Nothing else going on with her at all. It's fine.
Aww.
Well, last we left off with the coterie, they had done some. Well, I guess first off, they technically participated in an autopsy of their dearly departed thin blood informant. Before beginning to plan a course of action to somehow infiltrate the Fulton Heights drug den and somehow get in with Alyssa and try to sway her against Marcus, as far as I'm aware. And I believe last we checked in, there was some talk of potentially door dashing escapades, unless that's changed in the past.
I
2 weeks.
I was under the impression that Yvain was gonna dress up as a door dasher. You know, just deliver some food to the house, and we'll go from there. Right?
I think the formal name is the DoorDash Ambush. So
Yeah.
DoorDash Ambush. So
The DoorDash bush.
I had a question. Does Yvain have anything like dominate or anything?
Dominate, no. But she does have presence. So while she can't just kind of command them to do something, she can perhaps get them to like her enough to do the thing.
Okay.
Because they want to.
Because what I was thinking, and again, I've been stewing on this for a week, so forgive me, was if we also tried to approach the place from another door. So I hate to say it, using her as a distraction up front, and maybe try to get in another door, and that's where our friend Whisper may come in, because he just seems to just be able to just get into places that, well, he's not invited. If that's what my memory serves me from his background.
Should be fine, you know. I did drive around the place to have to see if there's a back entrance, or is there a wall on the property, or a fence, or...
It seems there's like a fenced-in backyard.
Okay, is it an easily jumpable fence, or...
Yeah, you could feasibly jump over it fairly easily. There may or may not be a gate that opens the back fence, but you haven't been able to see like that information from a like camera vantage point.
The gate's closed. We'll have to go around the other way. So
What
couldn't
kind of
resist.
windows are there?
type of windows are there? There are there's sort of like one front facing window on the first floor next to the door, and then there's two on the upper floor, and then they have a sort of like a sliding glass door wall on the back as far as you've been able to sort of like quickly glance. And then a couple other seemingly like bedroom windows on the upper floor.
And how big are like the windows?
The windows, I was about to just spit out like a dimension that would probably be way out of proportion.
We have 12-foot tall windows.
Yeah,
3 by 46.
yeah, that's reasonable sized, right? Yeah, we'll just say they're like standard sized home windows. They're nothing like gargantuan or anything.
Okay. I was just wondering in case there was not a suitable entrance in the back, perhaps a side window or something that a person could fit through. That's why I wanted to know the dimensions. Thank you.
Yes. You gather if need be, you could potentially pull that off.
What exactly is our plan? Just to talk to Alice in private?
I think we're hoping she answers the door. If she doesn't answer the door and our friend Marcus opens the door,
I'll probably die, but I'll do my best to be a distraction.
because what I would love to do is hit him with dominate as soon as I see him. Compel. But that's why I was asking if she had dominate. But the problem is if I come to the door, he's going to recognize me. So
He's already seen me.
You're hitting him with stuff. Wouldn't it make more sense if it is him to just hit him with something like a machine gun, if anybody has one?
I mean, I don't mind.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry, I just didn't hear that last part.
I'm implying that we should use extreme violence and immediately Marcus because
Yes. I don't want to let him do his fire trick.
Right.
So I want to try to hit him like as soon as we can. So
Immediately?
with something like I was thinking dominate, just or compel. So, but we can also hit him with violence too, depending on when and if we see him. So just trying to have a plan either way. So
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
I'm
and,
not very good at violence.
Well, Delilah, you will have noticed that at some point over the course of sort of like deliberations on like exactly the plan, Rick would have, because he can sort of just like tell at a glance that you are the most physically capable of the coterie, he would have slipped you a wooden stake. And he would just say, make it count and don't miss if it comes to that.
I can manage that. Hopefully.
Good.
Okay.
all right, turn to Yvain and say, "Good luck. We're all counting on you."
actually
Oh,
just
wow.
I love using that quote from Airplane.
If we just use Yvain as a DoorDash driver distraction type thing, why don't we just send a real DoorDash driver that way?
Thought of that too.
Yeah.
just send somebody else, and then we can watch from safety. So.
Would it be convoluted coterie shenanigans if you used a normal thing? No, I don't think so. I don't think it would be at all.
It's not
In
too late.
retrospect, this is a great option that doesn't involve putting me in jeopardy.
Yes. Yeah.
This is
yeah,
true.
Yeah,
I
drop
mean,
off the
literally-
food and then
Literally, we just order a pizza, just have it delivered.
yeah.
And we
They'll
can
probably
watch
be a
the
bit
doorway.
confused, or they might just because it's several people, so they might just do the whole thing where they just assume somebody else ordered it. And, oh well, pizza.
There we go. All right. that's actually a better idea. That
It
doesn't put her in
is,
danger.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So you all ordering DoorDash then?
Yes.
To that address, yeah.
Okay, now we need to spend at least half an hour deliberating which pizzas do we order.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, but none of you can
A
actually
supreme.
eat it, but you're like,
Right.
yeah.
Mhm.
I suggest anchovies and pineapple. They're evil Sabbat, so it's
With
probably
with
They're
extra
evil
garlic.
Sabbat, so they got the worst pizza ever.
With extra garlic, 'cause they hate garlic.
Yeah. There you
anchovies,
go.
pineapple, and garlic. We got it. Perfect.
Load it up. Uh huh.
And then we got to just get close enough for when
So
the
you-
pizza comes so we
DoorDash.
can watch the door. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So insert name of local pizza chain and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dial them up. Place your order. About 30 minutes, give or take, go by.
okay.
Before eventually from your little hidey hole, wherever you're hiding behind the shrubbery, most likely.
Probably.
All
Yeah.
four of us have got one shrubbery.
You know, the pizza guy comes up, goes, shh.
Yeah, the pizza guy sees you and is like, "Get the hell out of here, you creeps!" But about 30 minutes goes by, and you see this like late teen drive up in his what appears to be probably like his mom's minivan or something, and hops out of his car, pulls out a pizza, and sort of walks up to the front door of the Thin Blood's abode. And he sort of knocks on the door, and maybe about 20 to 30 seconds goes by before someone answers the door. And it's this sort of like really like scrawny string bean looking young man who looks like he's sort of like tweaking out a little bit, and the two are sort of like exchanging words, and the man who answers the door seems pretty confused, and there's a little back and forth going on, sort of just like trying to figure out like what exactly went wrong.
Try to go in
What
now.
what name did we put on the pizza? Did we do Alice?
Yes. What name did you put on the pizza?
Because that would be my assumption to
Yeah,
try and
yeah.
see if
Yeah, let's
like
see.
Yeah, that
they would
works.
have
Yeah.
her like, hey, did you order this?
Yeah. Well, also it's Alyssa, not Alice.
Oh.
I'm
but
sorry, Alyssa.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everyone keeps doing it, so it's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought we were talking to Ahura last night, so.
Yeah. Well, so you hear, because he's not exactly subtle, but you hear the guy sort of yell back, "Hey, Alyssa, did you order a pizza?" And you hear a woman's voice sort of shout, maybe like 10 seconds later. Yeah, but it's hard to make out exactly what she says. And then he sort of turns back to the DoorDasher and is basically sort of giving a gesture like, "Hey man, sorry, we didn't order a pizza." But the DoorDasher is sort of like standing firm, like a cocky 19-year-old, but but you gather that'll probably be relatively short-lived.
I think we should try and go back in. At least know that the list is in there.
Can't hear you now.
Can't hear you.
So
Sorry.
maybe we should try going in through the back door, because at least we know Alyssa is in there.
Well, you can try that while they're distracted.
Could. Yeah.
Can I quickly run around the back? And
Should one of Should one of us keep an eye out here
I think
to
so. Once
see
this
if
stays here
Marcus
and when-
comes home, if he's not already in there?
Yeah. If Yvain stays there,
It should
Ephraim-
probably be someone who can fight, right?
That'll be me.
Okay. All right. Then yeah. Okay. Then Delilah,
Hmm.
and she's the best at hiding because she's got, her Nosferatu stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then Ephraim wants to go around back with Whisper.
Just keep a lookout, and then I'll call you if I need anything.
Okay.
So can I just? Is the gate open? Just the first thing.
It's not. You sort of like, on the outside of the house to the sort of like back fence, and it's not like an elaborate setup or anything like that. It's sort of like one of those easily like, you just like unclasp it and the door
Yeah.
swings open and
Chain
you
link
close it
that
and it
U
auto
thing or
clasps.
whatever. You just
Yeah.
pull it up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not exactly intricate. So it's just a matter of,
Okay, I'm going through the
all right,
back
it's open
door.
now.
Make sure it doesn't make a noise when I close it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a back. There's a sliding window on the back. Can I see? Are the curtains closed, open? Can I see anyone?
There is a door wall that appears to have the curtains like mostly closed. There is a sort of like a small like crack like between like where the two sets of curtains meet that you could potentially peek through. And then there's a window on the second floor that has the curtains like fully drawn open.
Question.
Can I see anyone moving around on that window?
The upstairs one,
Yeah.
at a glance, you don't see anybody sort of like moving in and out of the room that that window is connected to. Yes.
Just a question. When the front door opened, was there any kind of chime noise that it made or anything?
Any kind of chime noise?
Yeah, because some houses that have alarms, like when they have it set that when you open a door or a window, a chime makes a noise.
Not that you could hear.
Okay, all right. Because what I'm thinking is I want to try the sliding door, and I don't want to open it and it goes ding dong.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I was
Check.
asking
Can I find an alarm on the sliding door?
if the front door, like if it's like when they opened it, if like I heard a chime or anything. So
Check is the alarm on the door and the windows.
okay.
I have a specialization in security systems and technology. So hopefully-
Okay. So that's for technology. You have that specialization. All right, make me a wits plus technology roll then.
Two successes.
2 successes. As far as you can tell, there doesn't appear to be like any sort of security system connected to the door wall.
Door locked, because normally those doors you can actually see the little lock thingy.
You sort of take sort of like angle yourself a little bit so you can see the interior part of the door wall a bit better, and it does appear to be in a locked position.
Okay, well, should we try to go in through the upper window or through here? Because I'm always worried going in through the back door on this, because obviously they're awake and wandering around. So
Yeah, I think. Trying to wonder if it's better to just barge in the front door, home invasion style, at this point.
maybe just climb to second.
You're the
Is the window-
you're the cat burglar. You go.
Is the window open upstairs, or is it just closed but the windows open? The curtains open.
It looks like it's cracked open slightly.
Okay, can I just climb the wall? Can I climb the wall? Is it climbable?
It appears that you could climb it. if you make me a Dex plus athletics roll.
Does Cat's Grace help?
Not necessarily in this particular instance.
Because we all know how good cats are climbing walls. I get 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, that's enough. You manage to carefully sort of like scale the wall and get yourself up onto the little divot of roof that's like right by the window, and you are now right by this cracked open window on the second story.
Okay. Can I see anybody through the window?
You sort of round a little bit and give a peek inside, and you don't seem to see anybody.
Okay. Then I slowly lift the window open.
All right.
And slip in.
Slide
That's
it
the
open.
roll for opening a window.
Since it's already unlocked, no, you don't have to roll for opening the window. You sort of slowly slide it open the rest of the way so you can get in. And this particular room appears to be a pretty bare bones bedroom. Whoever's sleeping in here is a bit of a minimalist. Basically, all they have is like a sleeping bag and then a few and it's just like a few like decorative knickknacks here and there, but like no wall decorations, no like big like modern comforts or anything, just pretty bare bones.
Okay, well, I'll listen at the door. It sounds like a
Okay. You sort of like walk over. You sort of walk.
Is there people walking around?
Yeah, sort of walk over and press your ear up to the door. Can you make me a wits awareness test?
Okay, can I use heightened senses?
You may.
Makes sense in this.
It certainly does. You're enhancing your hearing.
Just a 1. Sorry, just dropped 1 right now. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
3 successes. You hear some muffled movement coming from what you have to imagine is downstairs, but you don't hear anybody sort of like immediately outside the door or like roaming around the second floor or anything.
Okay, then I step out slowly. I suppose there's like a hoodie in here or anything like that I can use to disguise myself as Bob.
There are a couple like articles of clothing on the floor. One of which does sort of look like a little bit of a tattered hoodie.
I mean, I just want something that will kind of, if they see me from a distance at least.
You just want to throw them off for like 2 seconds, basically.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of taking advantage of the fact that if you see someone for 2 seconds, if they look like somebody familiar, you're not going to notice who they are. Oh, they just came in.
Okay, fair enough.
Slip on.
Okay, yeah, sure. There's like a hoodie on the floor that you could slip on if you so chose.
And you can go, ooh, I'm a ghost.
That's plan B.
Works on Scooby-Doo.
Okay, well, I'll open the door, still like my window outside.
All right. Well, while that's happening, what are the rest of you doing as you see Whisper scale into the house solo?
Ephraim is not climbing that roof. He has 2 dots in dexterity and nothing in athletics. So,
oh wow!
Plus, he might tear his shirt or something, so he's not.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to do that. Of
yeah,
course.
he can't ruin. Yeah, do you know how long it takes to iron those things?
Yeah, you know
Well,
how
one of us
dusty-
has to go.
Yeah, you know how dusty it is now? I mean, that's horrible.
So if Whisper turned behind him, like, oh, guess I'm by myself. Ephraim's gonna go back to the front door. I don't know if we've had enough time if the discussion is still going on.
With the pizza guy?
Yeah, with the pizza guy.
All right. Well, Evane and Delilah, what are you two doing?
Upon realizing that Ephraim did not go with Whisper, I think Evane's gonna be like, "Oh, well, I think one of us probably." No, okay, and then she's gonna walk off after Whisper.
Okay.
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 Yeah. I think I'm waiting for Marcus to show up because I have a
Okay.
dagger now and Nosferatu hide in the shadows pretty well. So.
All right. Yep. So Ephraim, you round the corner to meet back up with Delilah and Evane, and you sort of like show up just as the like little spat between the guy at the front door and the door dasher reaches a bit of a boiling point as the guy at the door just like slams the door in the door dasher's face. And Whisper, you hear that from upstairs as you're creaking the door open. And so Evane, you go around the back to try and meet up with Whisper.
That is correct.
All right. Are you also going to try and scale up to the second floor? Or are you going to
Windows
try
are
a
open,
different
at least.
approach?
I mean, is there a window in the back on the first floor?
There is.
Can I just like try and get into that? Maybe. Wait.
So we're doing a free program.
What would that? What would that be?
Well, it would definitely be. Well, it would definitely be a larceny check of some kind.
Just kidding. I'm scaling the walls. Let's go.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right. You may give me a Dex Athletics check.
Do I have any athletics whatsoever? Oh, okay. That's promising. It's not nothing. A 6 is a success, right? Because
Yes, a 6
so
is
I
a
got
success.
one success.
Okay.
I like to think she like climbed 3 feet and then kind of got scared, maybe a little bit.
the kick in the legs, hoping it'll,
Or like
it'll-
she got up high enough that it's not quite easy to get down, but not where she needs to be, and she's like, I'm stuck.
Stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you managed to climb up and you slip a little bit, but you manage to sort of like catch yourself and pull yourself up. But as you do, you realize that you dislodged the gutter in a spot, which caused a bit of a ruckus sound. And also you were on the opposite side of the sort of like level of roof than where you wanted to be. You are in front of a window, just not the same window that Whisper got into.
Okay, is this window that's next to me open?
You know, let me do a little why not roll.
A luck roll?
Yep. All right, you mess with it. You sort of like gently like nudge on it, and it does, after a little bit of effort, slide open.
Okay, awesome. Do I hear any noise coming from this particular window?
No, you do not. There's no like immediate sound or reaction coming from this particular room.
Okay, I'm gonna inch the window open slowly, but I'm definitely gonna duck in and close the window behind me, having made that noise.
All right. And you, as soon as like you get into this room, you notice that the lights in this room are off. So it's pretty dark in this room compared to
Sure.
the room that Whisper entered, which had a small bit of light coming in from it.
Do I hear any breathing coming from this room?
After sitting with the silence for a moment, you do not pick up on any heavy breathing coming from this room.
Which means that it's full of vampires.
Mm. Okay, I'm just gonna like quietly kind of feel for a door.
Okay. You manage to find a wall and sort of just like shimmy along it for a little while before you feel sort of the outline of a door, and your hand eventually rests on a round doorknob.
Okay. If I put my ear to the like flat part of the door, can I hear anything beyond? Or do I see any light coming in from underneath the door?
You do see light coming in from underneath the door. And you do hear a bit of noise, sort of like heading toward, not necessarily coming up the stairs, but just like your general direction of the house. And whisper from your perspective, you would have heard the door slam. And then a little bit of commotion. And then as the sort of like gutter breaking happened, the chit chat from downstairs would have cut for a moment, and then they would have started making their way in the general direction of the side of the house that you guys are on. Once again, not necessarily up the stairs. You don't know one way or the other just yet, but they are making their way towards your side of the house.
Do I hear her moving around? Because
yet? Oh, sorry.
she should probably be in the room next to me.
It would be sort of like gauging off of it. It would be the room across the hall from you. So hypothetically, you guys are basically just a hallway away from each other, essentially.
Oh no. I would like to hide.
Do you want to just hide in the dark
just
room?
for like 5 minutes, just to see what happens. I would like to hide.
Okay.
Are there?
I was here. Do I hear people talking? Or...
Yeah, you do hear a bit of talking, and I'd say due to your heightened senses that you have active at the moment, with your enhanced hearing, you would have just heard them be like, "What the hell was that?" And one of the others, a woman, responding, "It sounded like something hitting the house." And then they start heading in your general direction.
You know, Alyssa's voice?
To my recollection, I don't think you've ever heard her speak. So you don't necessarily know one way or the other.
Well, since they're heading this way,
Alyssa?
if I go downstairs, will I go past them, or
based off of your enhanced hearing, they seem to be walking a bit cautiously. They're not like quickly advancing or anything like that.
I slowly go towards that end of the house where noise was from, because I don't know what it was either.
Okay.
Obviously, they don't know what it is. I'm thinking.
Yeah. So you're heading away from the sound or towards the sound?
Watch the sound, because now I'm kind of curious what's going on.
Okay. You sort of
Also,
yes.
Did Whisper not hear Alyssa's voice when she answered?
Well, he did hear that voice. Okay, so I guess in that instance, he would be able to tell that this is a different voice than the one that he heard initially.
Okay. Well, I'm still heading towards that side of the house, because I don't know now if this is another threat, somebody else.
Okay. And before we do that, real quick, Tom/Ephraim, did you have a question?
Yeah, sorry I interrupted.
Nope, all good.
While this is all going on, has the DoorDash guy left? The door was slammed on him. I'm guessing
Yes.
He's turning around to walk away?
Yes.
Okay. I want to stop him. Ephraim's
Okay.
gonna come out of the shadows.
All right.
And
So you just appear out of the bushes,
and
this
he wants
dude
to use,
basically craps himself almost immediately in surprise.
he wants to use compel on him.
Okay. What do you compel him to do? He's an unexpected mortal. There is no contest.
Right. Because he can only say like a short sentence.
Yes, it has to be a short command phrase. It's not complicated like mesmerize.
Right. Go knock on the door again.
Okay.
New strategy. Just keep sending DoorDash drivers to the.
Yep.
He's gonna say, "Go knock on the door again."
Okay. And do you go back to your hiding spot?
Yes,
by Delilah?
and then he goes back to hide.
All right. You go back, and he turns around and sort of like almost robotically walks back up to the front door, and he just knocks on the door. And both Whisper and Evane, you hear the knocking on the door coming from downstairs. And and Whisper, you hear one of them go, "What the fuck is going on?" And head back towards the door. And the door opens from Ephraim and Delilah's point of view. It's the same sort of like skinny tweaker looking guy who answered before.
Mm-hmm.
And this time he has like no chill, and he just punches this DoorDasher kid in the face.
Oh, God.
So he's just like punched him, and the kid has fallen back.
Yes.
Ephraim is going to put on like a deep voice, deeper than his normal voice, and like, "You got to pay for that pizza, bitch."
Okay.
Oh boy.
Are you trying to throw your voice?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's just check and see. I wasn't sure if this was like a voice from the shadows. How dare you punch that kid?
And
you
he
better
can
pay
use
for that
manipulation
fucking
and
pizza.
performance to accentuate his performance.
Okay. I will have you roll two things.
Okay.
The first will be a manipulation plus performance.
Okay.
And the second will be a charisma plus intimidation.
Okay. All right. So I'm rolling the manipulation first. 2 successes on that.
2 successes.
And then intimidation and charisma.
Yes.
I want to surge.
All right. Rouse that blood.
Yeah. Let me. And got a success.
All right.
So I'm going to intimidation and charisma. And 2 successes on that.
2 successes. All right. You do manage to you're not necessarily the most adept at throwing your voice. It's not something you exactly practice the most often.
Right.
You do manage to make it sound like it's not coming from you, but it does still sound like it's coming from the same general direction that you guys are currently in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you see the tweaker looking guy sort of like whip his head in your guys' general direction, and is sort of like, "What the fuck?" And he sort of like steps out of the doorway, and he
Delilah.
I'm
and
gonna
he,
sneak up behind him if he comes out onto the porch all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he sort of like points at the DoorDasher guy, and he's like, "You get the hell out of here! I never want to see you again." And he sort of like gives him a little kick before continuing in your general direction. So,
Okay.
Delilah, very quick, make me a stealth plus dex roll initially
Okay.
to sneak up on this guy.
Stealth plus dex. Here's stealth and
Stealth's over on the left. So.
Yeah. And then dexterity?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
And I'll let you add your obfuscate to that as well.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually do that. Where is
She got
that
3
on there?
successes.
I did.
3 successes. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll say you successfully managed to sort of like maneuver around this tweaking thin blood, but without gaining his attention. What do you do now?
So I assume I'm standing in like either a living room or a kitchen at this point.
Oh, you maneuvered into the house?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's
she was getting behind him.
That's what I thought you were doing also. But okay, yeah, you maneuver into the house, and you're sort of met with immediately. There's a sort of like living room area to your right, and then sort of like a kitchen and dining room area on your left, and then sort of further down the hallway appears to be a doorway that leads to what you would assume to be a basement, and then a sort of like stairwell that leads to the second floor going that's sort of like located above that. That's sort of what immediately catches your attention as soon as you enter the building.
All right. I'm going to try to go down to the basement. There's a lot of shadows there usually.
All right. All right. Cool. A lot of moving parts going on right now.
Yep.
And I'm going to complicate things more.
Yes, I was going to say very quickly
Act.
because this is like the most immediate thing that's happening. Ephraim, this guy's walking in your general direction, and Delilah has abandoned you.
Yeah. Ephraim is going to try to get right in his path and use compel.
Okay. You sort of just like.
Oh no. Just sort of what?
Uh-oh.
No.
He'll be back.
How would something like take a trip to Pakistan be considered one?
All right. What do you try to compel him to do?
I'm going to look him right in the eyes and say, surrender.
Okay. Okay. He is a glitch in the matrix. That's right. And always and forever, baby. But so he is both not mortal and not caught off guard. So this will be a contested roll.
Yep. It looks like it's my charisma and dominate versus his intelligence and resolve.
All right. You're lucky. Those are not high for him.
And I'm going, and I'd like to surge.
Okay.
And I got a success. All right, so.
We love that.
And compel. I got no successes.
No successes. Would
I
you
would
like to burn a willpower?
I would definitely spend a willpower.
Okay. Then you may re-roll 3 of your non-hunger dice.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta roll 2 dice then. Oh, come on. 2. A roll already. Oh. 1 success.
1 success.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll say player takes it, so you compel him to surrender. As soon as you do so, he immediately throws up his hands.
Okay. and I want to sink my fangs into his neck and drag him off into the shadows.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. Well, he is surrendering, so he's not.
goodness.
So he's not going to. So he's not currently, anyway. He's not currently going to fight you back. But I would still like you to make me a strength brawl check just to see how effective this goes.
Need to surge again, so I get a little hungrier. Okay.
All right, it's Surge Central up in here.
Oh yeah. Well, this is not his strength.
Mhm.
Pardon pun.
You got the snack at Hungry, so you're fine.
0 success is possible bestial failure.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
That's
okay.
But he's okay with this.
Okay.
A little at the library never hurt anyone.
Okay. Let me think on this real quick. Okay. I'm not gonna. I'll still allow you to do it.
But there will be
But-
complication.
I'll say, but based off of what I just rolled, Ephraim is going to suffer a harm compulsion.
Okay.
And let me do that. Okay, so for your benefit, the vampire desires to inflict harm, be it social, mental, or physical harm. Any actions not immediately resulting in someone else's pain. The vampire suffers a 2 dice penalty. This ends once they have driven away, incapacitates, or destroys a target. If the target is an object rather than a person, it must hold serious value to someone.
Oh. So I couldn't harm him.
You could.
He's gonna start screaming if I do, like, because he starts like putting his hand over the guy's face. And he's thinking about like plucking out an eye.
But yeah, you have him sort of like dragged away at this point.
Yeah. You know what? He's just gonna see if he can just crack his neck and just break his neck.
Okay. Interesting. Just to see how this will go. Make me a separate strength plus brawl check.
Okay. Can you roll it for me? It's only 2 dice. The server's
yes.
starting.
Yes,
So-
I can reroll. I can roll that for you. That is 0 successes.
Okay.
So you're sort of just like, you're not used to all this physical labor.
Oh no. That's what other people are for.
You're used to having Jose do this for you.
Exactly.
Anything you could possibly need, Jose does it for you.
Yeah.
Unless it's DJing or
Well, yeah.
or picking up chicks, you don't care. So this is way out of your wheelhouse. So you're kind of just like holding this guy, but also both of you kind of feel like limp noodles at the moment, and it just feels entirely unproductive.
He's probably just gonna be like going, shh, go to sleep.
All right. Well, anyway,
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
I've completely derailed that. So-
yeah.
It's okay.
So 2 limp noodles, going at it in a bush outside this house. While that's happening, Whisper and Evane, what are y'all up to?
I kind of listen to the door that she's behind because I don't know what's behind the door, but I heard noise from that side.
With your enhanced hearing, I would say you could tell that there is a person in there.
I am muttering, "Oh shit," under my breath
Okay.
as I'm trying to find something to hide under.
Yes. I hear her muttering, "Oh shit," under her breath.
With your enhanced hearing, yes, you hear her mutter "oh shit" to herself
Okay.
as
so I
she's
reckon
frantically searching around in this dark room.
that-
Like, is there like a a bed
Wait.
in this room or something?
Open the door slowly.
There is a bed in here. Yes, you managed to sort of like see the outline of one.
Then I feel like probably she's halfway under the bed, legs sticking out as the door opens.
Very quietly. Wayne, it's me.
She's like whisper, and she tries to get up, forgetting that she's partially under a bed, and hits her head, and then she will slowly kind of get herself out from under there.
Whisper's like, I have a choice.
I'm not Ephraim. He decided to do something else, and I thought that perhaps it would be better for you not to be in here by yourself, but I don't know if me being here is any better for you. But I'm here.
I appreciate the effort. Take a look around the room. Do I see anything? Does this room look like it's used? There should be more light now because doors open.
Yeah. You sort of like crack it open and light from the hallway floods into the room, and this bedroom does appear to be a bit more well used and more personalized than the sort of minimalist room that you just came from. This one has a bunch of sort of like 80s rock posters on the wall. The bed is entirely disheveled. There's sort of like beer cans, or what appears to be beer cans, sort of just like crushed and thrown all throughout the room.
I think we need to go downstairs because I think the lab's probably there. So I try and sneak down the staircase.
I bravely try to follow and sneak.
Okay. Both of you make dex stealth checks.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Can I just...
Can I just mute myself?
Oh.
Does my brain?
I didn't mean to do that. I was literally saying, can I just hide and whisper shadow?
Does my break-in specialty apply to the sneaking around?
Is your break-in specialty? Sure, I'll allow it. Why not?
You said it
Technically, I'm
was
breaking
what
in.
stealth?
Dex stealth.
3 successes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Not playing on Evane's strong suits right now.
No. But the universe has a sense of humor because I got a 7 and a 6.
All right. Evane, you're not, you're definitely not used to the breaking and entering life. But Whisper, he's basically masterclass at this point when it comes to this sort of thing. And so you're sort of just keeping an eye on him and just trying to mimic his movements as best as possible. And there's like
it looks like a child that's trying to mimic an adult, essentially.
I also have Cat's Grace active because that's
okay.
Yeah, it looks like a toddler trying to mimic an adult. Yeah.
And you manage it pretty perfectly, with the exception of like one sort of like creak in a floorboard that causes you to sort of like pause for a moment, but there's no like immediate reaction that comes of it, so you just keep advancing down the stairs.
Okay.
Let's kind of look at her appreciatingly and find the kitchen. See the kitchen downstairs? I'm assuming that the lab is most likely to be in the basement. Let's just see a big sign saying lab this way.
Yeah, and sort of like as you get down the stairs, you notice that the door wall to the backyard is now open, and sort of like you can faintly tell that there is a woman walking outside in the darkness, sort of like trying to find the source of the disturbance that happened earlier.
Do we
I
hear
assume there's
this
not on
person
this
talking?
outside. So.
Okay, one at a time. Evane, what was your question?
Is this woman talking to herself or
She's sort of
talking
like
to someone else?
it seems like she's sort of like muttering to herself, as far as you can tell. To whisper, it's a bit clearer that she's sort of just being like, "What the fuck? Where?" And then
Uh-oh.
Our creativity is just too powerful this week.
all right. So yeah, she stumbles upon the sort of like broken piece of gutter and is like, "What the fuck?" and sort of walks over to it. And whisper, you would recognize this as the second female voice that you heard, not the like initial one that seemingly came from Alyssa.
I quickly head to the kitchen. I assume the door to basement is over there.
I'll
Right.
follow.
All right. You head to the kitchen, and before we continue with that, Delilah, you were already heading towards the basement.
Right.
And so you the door is currently closed when you get to it, so you open it and start making your way down.
Yeah.
All right. So you yep, creep down, and when you get down, it's very much a Michigan basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up in the Midwest. I got it.
Yeah, for those of you who know,
you know.
it's not comfortable looking at all. It
Right.
is extremely raggedy and terrible looking. So basically all the fixins that come with that. And when you get down, it seems like this initial area has like a lot of like storage and stuff, but then there's sort of an opening that leads off to like a bit of a secondary room.
Okay. Go in there and see what's there.
You sort of creep in there, and you see when you get in there, you see a couple sort of like light bulbs turned on, and you see this like really ramshackled makeshift, what you're assuming to be like alchemy station.
Okay.
Met with a middle-aged woman with sort of like brown curly hair and glasses, working away at something.
Okay. Is there enough shadow I can hide in and see what she's doing for a while?
Sure.
Okay. Like a corner or something.
Yeah,
or
you
if
can
there's a lot of boxes, I could be.
Yeah, you can just like creep behind a corner and then like activate your cloak of shadows.
Okay.
And then just sort of hold still, keeping an eye.
Let me get back into the thing here. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for that. It's a level 1 power, so.
Oh, okay. That's
So as long as you're just like standing
still,
as long as you're just like staying still, then it will remain active.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna watch and see what she's doing.
All right.
Because I figure, like, I think we said that Delilah's very tall, so she could just kind of go.
Yeah. just loom around a corner. Just be your worst nightmare if you see her just standing in a corner. You're like, oh god, it's Blair Witch. But
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you sort of just like stay there for a few minutes, watching her, and she seems to just be like working away. The noise from upstairs is surprisingly muffled from down here.
Okay.
So whatever noise is getting picked up, she's not paying it any mind and is sort of just like working away. And it seems like she finishes in more of what appears to be that drug L that
Okay.
you guys had come across previously. And so while Delilah's doing that, Evane and Whisper, you work your way around to where the basement door is, and you find the basement door wide open.
Look, she's still down there.
Is that a trap?
Creep down the door.
Are you just going straight down?
Well, I mean, I do look and now, yeah, creep slowly.
Or do you want me to go first?
Okay, I mean, because you do actually want to talk to her, you much better talk to people than I am. So, yeah, go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Do I hear any of that?
Assume you're talking like Soto voice.
Oh, okay, so then no. All right.
All right. Evane is going to she's going to try and I guess sneak down the stairs into the basement.
All right. So you're sneaking down.
Her back is like plastered to like the wall, and she's like gripping the railing as she goes down.
Okay. I'll just let you use the roll that you had gotten previously. Just continued from that because not anything crazy has happened or anything. So I'll allow it. It's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You hug the wall and sort of like shimmy on down the stairs. And
I just walk behind her.
yeah, just with the grace of a feline, making your way down after her. And you get to the bottom of the stairs, and you see a opening in the side of the wall as you get down, with light pouring out from it. And you hear someone sort of like working away at something around the corner.
Hide behind the box as well.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes. We'll say you guys hide behind different boxes. There are a few down here.
We'll do that.
No, that's a bad idea. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll make sure I'm next to Vane, so I think it's a good time to approach her.
Do we hear any other voices in this room, or is it just like one voice, like one person talking, or making sounds?
You don't hear anyone talking from the other room. You just hear the sound of them like working on something.
Does it sound like one set of feet kind of shuffling and moving around in the room?
Yeah, it sounds like one individual, as far as you can tell.
Okay. What if I tried to make... What? Okay, hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
If you were trying to do an impression of somebody's voice, what kind of role would that be?
Performance.
Well, it would definitely be manipulation for sure.
Performance?
That's what you had me roll.
I would probably say performance, yeah.
Okay. So, like, could I... My thoughts are to try and sound like
I would say either manipulation performance or manipulation subterfuge would be one of those two.
Okay. Yes. I would like to... Okay, so Evane's gonna kind of like motion for Whisper to kind of hide, like by the entrance to the next room, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like out of the way, and then if he does this, she is going to she's going to try and just call out to Alyssa in Marcus's voice.
Okay.
Can Lila see us wandering around? Because we're hiding from her.
I'd say you guys are sneaking, so I guess for the hell of it, Delilah, make me a wits awareness check.
Okay. All right, let me find it.
Because it would be significantly more comedic if you just aren't unaware of each other's presence.
Yeah. Okay, so it was wits and awareness.
Punch Evane in the head.
Yeah, in your case, awareness plus wits, since Foundry does it backwards.
Oh, okay. I did it backwards. Hold on. So awareness. Let me find it. I wish this was alphabetical. I really, really do. Okay, there's awareness. I don't have anything in that. And the other one was
Wits.
Wits. Okay. All right. That doesn't look good.
How not good?
Possible bestial failure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We love this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Delilah.
Mm-hmm.
You do not see them. You're completely
Okay.
unaware of their presence.
Okay.
However,
Mhm.
you suffer a paranoia compulsion.
Okay.
Oh no.
You cannot stop thinking about if/when Marcus will appear, and you have vowed that you never want to see this man ever again.
Yes. Yes.
So the mechanical aspect of a paranoia
It's going to-
compulsion,
Mhm.
the vampire becomes overwhelmed with fearful paranoia, looking to disengage from a threat or suspecting anyone near them. Any action not taken to getting them somewhere safe suffers a 2 dice penalty. This ends when they have spent roughly an hour in a safe place.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. All right.
Ugh.
I don't think where she's standing counts as a safe place. Or does it?
She would likely consider herself not in immediate danger, but she also definitely would acknowledge that I am in enemy territory right now. This is not a safe place.
Okay, so she's going to attempt to go back up the stairs and out of the house.
Okay. So you sneak your way by, and Evane, what are you doing? Mimicking Marcus's voice?
Yeah.
God. Oh.
Evane is going to. Yeah. Wow. Evane might die. Evane is going to try and mimic Marcus's voice, and kind of call out to Alyssa in a disgruntled manner, an attempt to get her to come to this room, so that I guess Whisper can jump her.
Okay.
You were nice to ask me first, because I have no idea.
She did signal. She was like, "Go wait over." She was, "Go wait over there, and then I'll lure her out. And when she comes out, just grab her. But make sure she can't scream." This sounds awful. This sounds very terrible, but still do it because we have.
But just do it anyway.
She acknowledges that this is awful, but yeah.
Yes, but gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, are you gonna tell the prince no? I'm not.
All right, so make me either a manipulation subterfuge or manipulation performance roll.
I'm going to do manipulation performance.
I had a feeling.
And of course, because I have a specialization in performance for acting. All right. So, I mean, would you say that she is attempting to act like Marcus?
I would say that, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, let's see.
Just fishing for all the bonuses after making her do all the things she's not
this
good
is the
at.
only thing I'm good at. I broke the gutter. I hit my head on the bed trying to hide underneath it. You know, I'm not too good at the other stuff.
Yep. Yep. Got to soar where
I
you
keep
can.
forgetting the specializations. Is it just an extra die?
It is an extra die, yes.
Okay, thank you. Cool.
You're welcome.
Please give me good. Yikes. Okay, well, I have 110 and 2 7s, so that's 3 successes out of 9
Okay.
dice.
Uh-oh.
Vane's mimicry is just so impressive.
Stunned
He's
silence.
stunned.
Yeah, I'm stunned in silence. Would you like to, since I know you had way more dice than that, would you like to burn a willpower to reroll 3 of your non-hunger dice?
Yes. Yes, I want you. That's a great idea. I should do that.
Okay. I figured I'd just ask, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's see if we can get anything else going here. 2 8s.
Okay, so
that makes it 5
So
successes.
5 successes. You have a feeling you couldn't keep it up in the long run, but in this one moment, you managed to make it come across as convincing enough for your immediate purposes. Whereas you say what you say, what exactly do you say to Alyssa?
Because there's been kind of like a ruckus going on around the house, doors slamming and things like that, it'll essentially be along the lines of like, Alyssa, do you not hear all the shit going on upstairs? Well, that's it.
Okay. You notice that like as soon as you talk, there is immediate silence in the other room. And sort of just like a moment of nothing. And then you hear movement start heading towards the opening. But as that is happening, Delilah, you swear you just heard Marcus talk in this very room.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna like try to creep down behind the boxes a little bit more, so maybe he won't see me.
Okay, so you just out of it, fight, flight, and freeze. You freeze.
Yes.
Okay, so
That's
yeah,
what
you
he's going to do.
Yep, you just hunker down. You just hunker down behind a box.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone else still completely unaware of your presence, but you. So Evane and Whisper, you see a middle-aged woman with glasses and curly brown hair round the corner, and as she's in the middle of walking out, she's like, "Marcus, what's going on?" And
okay, I think I'm going to try
Can
to
I
go through
insight
with
that?
Wayne's plan. I kind of use fleetness to quickly get to her and just quickly like put my hand around come out and go. Whisper
okay, yes. Both of those things. First, Evane, you wanted to insight her?
Yes.
Okay, Wit's insight, and Whisper, you're trying to grapple her?
Well, just grab her, kind of social that screams it. We just need to talk, be quiet.
Okay, roll
And
me...
just signaling to her to be quiet, not necessarily like whole grabbing, just...
Yeah, well, roll me a strength brawl check, but I'll give you like a bonus die because you have the element of surprise.
Okay, and I'm also going to burn some blood.
4 successes.
4 successes. Okay.
Yeah. I felt good about that.
Okay. You...
2 successes on my grab roll.
Okay. Yep. You managed to sort of like restrain her without like being super violent about it, but just being like, "Hey, chill out. We need to chat." As for your insight roll, she seems sincere in her questioning, but you could tell that there was sort of like an underlying element of fear, like she was nervous to exit the room.
Okay.
So does she actually like relax? Or how does she react once I grabbed her?
Yeah, Yvain will show herself once Whisper has Alyssa restrained.
Okay. And at this moment, Delilah, you would be made aware of both Yvain and Whisper's presence.
Okay, that's better.
We still don't know you were there, too.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I think Yvain
Nosferatu's
jumps and
hide in
she's
the
just like,
shadows.
"Have you been here the whole time?"
Not the whole time. Not the whole time. I'm like crouched down because I think Marcus is here.
So can
What do
we,
you do?
can we talk?
Okay.
Who are you and
Yeah.
what do you want?
Well, that's Yvain. I'm Whisper. And that's our friend
What was the
there,
name
Delilah.
of? What was the name of the one girl who died? I forgot her name. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, that one girl whose name I'll never remember. Celia.
Celia.
Celia. Okay. Yvain will just say, we were acquaintances of Celia. And she's just gonna kind of pause there to see how Alyssa reacts, to see if she knows whether or not Celia's dead.
Yeah. She sort of like pauses for a brief moment before I'm just going, where is she? Have you seen her?
Sorry to say this, but your friend has been
Do
killed
I?
by Marcus.
Yeah.
What?
She was burned alive or undead by Marcus.
Didn't we get a video of him dropping her off? I don't remember. That's
We
out of
do
character.
have, I believe that was a part of the footage, right? Like,
You didn't
out of character.
Yeah. You didn't have footage of her, of him dropping her off. You were just made aware about approximately where she was dropped off, and you had footage of Marcus leaving the house, and then a couple hours later coming back to the house, and that time frame overlapped with Celia's,
Okay, I was hoping we had
time of
footage,
death.
because that would be. She was killed by Marcus to give a message to the Camarilla.
You don't seem surprised by that statement.
I knew she should have stayed away from them.
Them?
This is
The Ivory Tower. They don't give a shit about us.
well,
Well,
do a little
that's-
bit. I think they're better in the Sabbat.
What the fuck is the Sabbat?
Black Hand? Ever heard of them?
No?
Well, what matters is not what the Ivory Tower thinks. What matters is, and is worried about what you were into, and risked her life to get you help, to find you an out.
Just trying to find this an out.
Yes.
Yes. After all, you seemed quite nervous when you thought Marcus was down here. Would you say you're in over your head?
No offense, but I don't really see why that's your business.
Look,
Do we
Marcus,
have the note that that Alyssa said I'm sorry, not Alyssa. Celia said
Celia.
Alyssa's having doubts.
Hmm.
yeah,
Unless you guys did something with it, then yeah, one of you should still have it.
Let's
Because
say-
I feel like showing her, like pulling that out.
I think Elaine, let's say you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
More dramatic that way.
Yes. I was gonna say all I
Little
know for
flavor.
a fact is I would say all I would know for a fact is Ephraim would definitely not have it, so at least one of you three would have it on you.
Right.
So.
Right.
So I
Um,
think Yvain just kind of pulls it out and says, well, the last thing she seems to have written before she died was that you were having doubts.
And as you sort of like hold out the paper, she like reads it, and then she like quickly goes to like snatch it out of your hand.
Yvain pulls it back.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, basically, Marcus is with a group of vampires who are. I know you don't like the Ivory Tower much, but it's about they're way, way worse. They're kind of. They enjoy being the evil vampires from movies, basically. They enjoy killing, slaughtering, that kind of thing.
Sacrifices.
I mean, you see that that like everything is sort of like compounding in her brain at the moment. I mean, Marcus doesn't do anything like that. I mean, sure, he's been getting me into like some I don't know, like some more intense. It's just to help give us an edge, you know?
He burned CC.
Do you truly believe that Marcus is incapable of doing what we've said he's done, which also pertains to the killing of your friend? Or at least I assumed you were friends. That's how she referred to you.
And like as you say that, you see her sort of just clench her fist, seemingly more in frustration than anything else. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Sign up with you guys so I can just live under your thumb? Be a second-class citizen in your vampire utopia?
No. Look, you wouldn't be.
I
mean, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Whisper.
Well, Camarilla does have some rules, but I mean, I'll pretty much let you just continue with the operation, and we'll pretty much leave you alone as long as you respect a couple of traditions. Have you been taught any of the traditions?
Look, I'm not a total moron.
I don't know. I apologize. I didn't mean to offend. But, I mean, they pretty much have.
I know the masquerade is important. All that other
Exactly.
bureaucratic bullshit, why should I have to care about that?
Honestly, that bureaucratic bullshit just doesn't come up that often, really. Most of them are kind of too busy looking for power between themselves. The fact that you're kind of actually fairly low in the city gives you a lot of protection because, just like you said, they don't really care. They'll pretty much leave you alone. If you stay with Sabat, they will basically use you and then discard you.
I think Yvain's going to also try and level with Alyssa on a very, like, just gotta very honest in this moment, try and connect with Melissa here. Say, you're right. There are a lot of people in charge who don't care about the little guy, right? But that's society as a whole. Our society mirrors the society of other people inhabiting this place, whether it's other creatures, whether it's mortals. It's all the same at the end of the day, no matter who thinks they're doing it differently. It's really all the same. But more than what your blood is, or what powers what mystical blood related powers you have from this condition that we have, the most important thing to the vampires on top is power itself, whether in the form of money, whether in the form of connections, whether in the form of knowledge. And as Whisper said, you have a lot going for you, and that will serve as your backing. You can stay with Marcus knowing what he's done, having other doubts, and potentially being discarded at the end, or worse. Or you can take a chance trying to, if not believing us because you don't know us, believing in your departed friend's intentions, because she wanted to spare you whatever fate she thought was so bad that she left this situation and risked her life in the first place. And Yvain kind of shrugs. And she's not using like presents or anything. Like, she's just trying to have this very honest conversation.
Okay. After sort of like balling her fists for what feels like forever, eventually, Whisper, you feel her go like relatively limp in your arms. Like, she just feels like exasperated.
Let go. I mean, I'm literally just holding. I was just holding on to her like very lightly, more kind of.
Yeah, I know, but you could still feel like the full body tension that she had going on just all of a sudden like release itself. And she like then looks up to Yvain. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
How about this? How about we give you a couple nights to think about it? Maybe we can give you our pager numbers.
I'm worried that Alyssa won't have a couple of nights after Marcus comes back and finds out that some weird nonsense has been going on around here. So this might be the decision is kind of now moment. What I can tell you, Alyssa, is that if you come with us, I can at least promise that I will do what I can to help you. At least, I know we kindred, we're not the most honorable bunch. And we do a lot of self-serving things, as you do to survive. But I have no issue with Celia, and it seems appropriate, given her sacrifice, to at least try and do something to help one of her friends. Because it seems she believes you were worth it.
She seems to like mull it over in her head for a moment. Fine. I'll at least talk to whoever you want me to talk to or whatever. But I ain't promising shit.
That's the first step. I think we need to send a signal to Rick. Maybe meet in a public place.
Say.
Yeah.
And while all
Should-
of this is happening,
Yeah.
Ephraim, you're still struggling. You are a limp noodle still struggling with another limp noodle in a bush.
Yeah. He's kind of just been whispering sweet nothings in the guy's ear.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
But what he would like to do is he at the point where he would be able to try another command?
Sure.
Okay. What he wants to do is he wants to kind of just nudge the guy's head over towards where I guess the pizza driver's like knocked out cold, right?
He's more at this point. He's more sort of picked himself up and like holding his nose and sort of like dragging himself along.
Okay. What he'd like to do is see if he can compel the tweaker. What he wants to say is, take the pizza guy to the hospital.
All right, make me another
Compel roll?
Yep, another compel roll.
Okay. That would be 3 successes.
3 successes. I doubt he'll beat that, but let's find out. He certainly does not. All right. And he just like goes limp in your arms once again and says, "Okay, I'll take him to the hospital."
And just pat him on the shoulder, like, "Good boy, good talk."
And he stands up and he like goes over and he like starts helping the pizza guy along, and the pizza guy looks at him and is like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Just go with him. He feels really bad about what he did. He's an asshole. But he's an okay guy. He'll get you to the hospital. You need to get looked at.
And
I will compel the pizza guy if he continues to fight me.
He's not like actively fighting you. He's just like bewildered by the entire situation than anything else.
Just gonna try. Hey, it's okay. He'll get you. He'll get you to the hospital, and then he'll reach in his wallet and pull out like $100 bill. Just give it to the pizza guy. Go, for your trouble, brother.
Yeah, and he's just like, "What?" But he keeps going along with it.
Yeah.
And as you sort of like hand off the money to the pizza guy and sort of like see them as they drive off, you sort of like turn back and
looking for Rick, by the way.
Huh? What?
Looking for Rick, as we discussed that Rick is probably still around somewhere.
Oh, hypothetically, we'll say. We'll say he.
Left the station.
Yes, we'll say he was. Sure, we can loop him back into this. We'll say he was like hanging back a bit as reinforcements if it came to that.
All right, that works.
But turning around as you're looking for Rick, walking up to the house, very very close to where you are, heading in your general direction, is the familiar form of Marcus.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go, "Hey, Marcus."
Are you? Wait, hold on. Wait. Yeah. Are you? Yeah.
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 This is all happening while you guys are in the basement.
Okay.
"Hey, Marcus."
He sort of he stops for a moment and looks at you with both first in confusion and then in intrigue as he starts walking closer to you.
Compel.
All right.
And I'm going to rouse.
All right.
It's successful, and he's gonna say, "Get the fuck out of here and never come back."
All right. Roll me dem dice.
2 successes.
Okay. He it's sort of like as you say that, he sort of freezes right in front of you. And he just looks at you and says, "And here I thought we could be nice." And he puts his hand on your shoulder,
Oh,
and
no.
you immediately feel a burning sensation go
Okay.
across your
Oh
body.
no.
Taking one for the team. So
And you take 2 points of aggravated damage to your health.
Okay.
As he casually lets go and sort of like lets you stumble backwards as your shoulder is like now completely charred, and your suit that you were so worried about
yeah.
very much burnt away. Very much has a burn in it now.
Okay. He's gonna let out a yelp, and he's like, "Is that all you got? Is your little firepower, bitch? Come on back."
Wow, you have some balls, don't you?
I'm gonna try
What
to
have you been
compel
doing
again.
here? All right, try and compel on him again.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Hmm.
You got this.
Do we hear any of this from where we're at in the basement?
Maybe
Um,
even Nasty
Away.
Critical, you know?
They're outside, so
Yeah,
Yes,
so I don't know.
No, you do not hear any of this happening currently.
Two successes, and I want to spend a willpower.
Okay, okay, spend that willpower.
All right. And that means I can roll.
You can re-roll up to 3 non-hunger dice.
Okay. All right. So, those are all hunger dice. Okay, so no more successes.
All right. Unfortunately, it seems to sort of just like
Okay.
glance off, and he just like walks close to you, and
Can I dodge this? I mean, if he's
yeah. This one you can try and dodge.
yeah, please.
Yep. As he tries to grab you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make me a Dex Athletics roll to try and dodge.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. You like try to dodge out of the way, but as you dodge, he sort of like grabs your arm as you try and dodge, and is just like, wait, I thought we were trying to talk here. And you feel your arm starting to burn and char up as you take 2 more points of aggravated health damage.
Okay. This is probably gonna make him shriek, and he is gonna go, "Fuck, Marcus, quit fucking touching me," hoping this is going to trigger maybe Rick to help out, plus also try to yell loud enough so that if the door is open, they can hear.
Yeah. At this point, you guys are sort of like wrapping up your conversation, and are sort of making your way up out of the house. Well, up out of the basement at any rate. But also the front door is wide open, so you would definitely be able to hear stuff. And but before you sort of like start heading out that way, you hear from behind you, like towards the back of the house, "Alyssa? Who are these people?" As you sort of like turn, you see the other woman who was investigating the backyard has re-entered the house, and he says, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
we are friends of Alyssa's. I'll let Alyssa talk.
And
From
What
screen
is-
that door.
all right, go on.
What is Alyssa's body language like right now?
Guarded, for sure.
Luca, 1
And
second.
her cat
bro.
is getting out the door.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Guarded. Is she looking at Marcus or is she looking at the other woman?
She's looking at the woman who's like currently addressing all of you, and she says, "It's nothing, Kiara. Just going out with some people. It's fine. Just hold down the fort or whatever." And now is about the time where you hear Ephraim yell, "Fuck, Marcus!"
Oh, I'm going up the stairs now.
You guys up, like upstairs to the second floor, or
No, are we in the basement or are we?
no?
one?
You guys are
I'm
on the main
confused.
level now.
Main level. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Going
Um,
out then. Out the
Okay.
door.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going out the
I'm
door.
running out the door.
I've been given a knife, a
Oh,
dagger,
a stake, but yeah.
something. Yeah. It won't kill him. It'll piss him off.
Yeah.
It might kill him if he's not a vampire. Let's find out.
Yeah, and as you yell that, Ephraim, your coterie, along with a woman who you assume to be Alyssa, emerges from the house, and you see, as Marcus is standing over you, he seems to basically be displaced entirely as Rick appears before you, and Marcus is sent flying and skinning across the grass
Damn.
towards your coterie.
Okay, Rick. Okay. Tiara loves this. Being shocked.
Yes.
Tiara loves this.
Yes. Where does he land in approximation to wherever I'm at?
He lands maybe about 10 feet from where you are.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go punch him because he did some terrible stuff to me. So.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over and punch him, knock him out.
All right. Roll
I
me.
can.
You can try.
Is that
Roll
safe,
me.
though?
Roll me a strength plus brawl roll.
Okay, strength plus brawl.
At a -2 penalty due to your compulsion.
Okay, so that's a lot of numbers. All right, I found strength, and then it was plus something else. What was it?
Brawl and strength.
Brawl and strength.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I don't. Tom may know this, and I don't. But it's at a -2 to the dice due to the compulsion.
Yeah. I am terrible with numbers.
You want me to roll it for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I need
Save them the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you do -2. Let's see.
What did it do?
Didn't do it right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hold on. I'm also rolling it as Ephraim. That's the other problem.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
That is indeed a problem.
That's
yeah.
gonna be a
It's gonna
problem.
be a
Yeah.
slight problem.
Yeah,
All right.
very
Oh,
different. Very different dice
Different
pool.
dice
for sure.
pools. Yeah.
Okay. So, and I think if I do -2 here, let's see if that does the. It does. But she still got 2 successes.
Okay.
2 successes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go punch
okay.
him.
All right. Would you like to roll willpower to up that?
Ooh, yes. Where's willpower? Let's see if I can find it.
It's gonna be at the top of your sheet. You're just gonna. Is she just spending a willpower point?
Oh yeah, spends a willpower point to
Okay.
reroll 3 non-hunger dice.
Okay.
All right. So she can roll. She's only got 1 hunger, so she could roll 2 more dice then, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds
You want to
right
do that
to
for
me.
me? Sorry,
Okay.
I'm dyslexic as fuck.
No,
I can't
no,
find
no.
anything on
Don't
these
worry about
sheets.
Don't
Okay.
worry about
All good.
All right.
No successes.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just the flat 2 successes.
Yeah.
All right. You do manage to sort of like clock him in the face.
That's what I wanted. Mm-hmm.
And it does leave a mark, but he is still very much conscious right now.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Um,
he knows what he did to me.
Yep, he's trying to get up, but also he is he's quickly realizing that he is very much outnumbered right now.
Mm-hmm. If he gets up, I'm gonna push him back. Yep.
All right.
Wow.
Right. All right. Very quickly, as all this is happening, is anybody doing anything else?
Can I try and diplomatically get Marcus to just not fight?
You can try.
You can try, but
Let's see what.
That's all I
got.
can do. I cannot fight. And I
But
Yeah.
now let's see.
to
Let's
try
see what
and
you
help.
got.
that's the thing is Delilah can fight. So yeah.
Listen, we just want to talk. Bam, bam, bam.
Bam! Punching the hell out of him.
Uh-huh. Yeah. She can. Mhm.
Okay, so Yvain is gonna kind of take a step forward, wince as Delilah like just socks Marcus in the face,
Mhm.
and go, listen, we don't have to fight. We can have a conversation. We can have a conversation, but you have to agree not to get violent. And if you agree not to get violent, Marcus, then so will we. I think that's fair, right? And thinking about this. Yeah, she's normal, just trying to
I'm
persuade
like
him
shaking
to
my
be
head
like, yeah.
because I know what he can do. You know. Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think. I'm wondering if I should activate presence. Okay, I have to actually now pull it up. What is the roll for this? No, I'm just gonna try and start with the normal persuasion because I feel that Yvain is not sure. I think she feels that if she is unable to actively capture him with, presence, then it's just going to make things 10 times harder after the fact. So she will rely on that as a last measure and just try and talk to him normally.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is not. Oh.
Right.
You know?
Make me, because basically everything that you're proposing is antithetical to his viewpoints. Make me a manipulation persuasion check.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Manipulation, and you said persuasion, so that is. I'm going to use. I'm going. No. I'm gonna just believe in it. I believe in it. That's still decent. So let's see. One, two, three, four. Oh, I got 6. Cool. I got 6 successes.
Wow.
Okay.
I was 7. So.
All right. You.
Listen, she's just so nice, though. Come on.
Well, she's just such a sweet gal.
Yeah.
But as he's laying there, Delilah sort of like hovering over him in immense terror, ready to punch his lights out.
Yep.
And Rick sort of like attending to Ephraim. You see him sort of like initially sort of like try and sit up, and you see sort of like what appears to be like fog machine smoke start coming out of his mouth before it before it sort of like stops and then just like recedes back into his mouth, and he
What
just
the heck is that?
and he just flops down on the ground and is like, "Fine, call me interested."
All right. Okay. Well, everyone, I would say take a deep breath, but you know. And she
Yeah.
laughs awkwardly. She's trying to lighten the mood a bit. Delilah, maybe I understand wanting to be prepared, but like,
Oh, you don't know what he did to me.
doesn't they know what he did? Or was there something worse?
No, it was he burned her hands, and she couldn't like even get into her basement easily. And then her sire helped her with that to do it. So she's got a real big grudge against Marcus.
Yeah,
What's
and now Ephraim is significantly more burned than that.
She didn't. She's just
He
focusing
can't
on
DJ for like a month.
God.
Loss of wages. You should sue him.
Yeah. So she's just like, if she can beat on Marcus some more, she'll be real happy.
Yeah, and he is sort of just like laying there, and Rick sort of like quickly runs over, and he pulls out a stake of his own and then just into
Yes.
Marcus's.
Oh God,
Thank you. Thank you.
that's great. I was
And-
thinking about it. But
That's
that is
crazy.
great.
And
He's
And-
We're gonna
incapacitated.
totally have a whole conversation.
yep, and you see Marcus go as he sort of just like petrifies and becomes immobile. He does not begin dissipating before your eyes or anything like that. He is
No,
just
it doesn't
now,
do that sometimes. Yeah.
Nope, he's just inert now.
Right. Now where do we take him?
When okay, wait. So I feel like I'm confused. Is Marcus a kindred or a
He
thin
is-
blood?
Well, a thin blood is a type of kindred.
Right, but I just because
And
I was just
some-
wondering, do they also go inert if they are staked?
Some do and some don't. Some thin bloods are more human and some thin bloods are more kindred. He seems to be on the sturdier end of thin bloods.
Huh, okay. Okay, fair enough. I think Evain's just like, oh, now I feel a little bit bad. I was being honest. I assumed I was anyways.
Yeah.
Will
He's gonna pull himself up and he's just gonna just give a smile at Marcus. Be like, I told you, bitch. I'm gonna get you.
yeah, and as you say that, you see the slightest flicker of his eyes in your direction.
Wow.
He'll raise his burned arm and just like crack slowly.
Yep. Your charred flesh just begins
exactly.
like cracking, and
as hard as it's painful on him, he's just like, So.
I think that Evain is going to suggest that, well, now that they have ensured Marcus's, non-violence. This is how she's going to word it anyways, what just happened. And also, have Alyssa in tow to get her out of this crazy ass situation, that we should all remove ourselves from the scene.
Yes.
Before anything else happens. There is the other woman who is still right there. So that
She is right inside the house, yes. And she heard the commotion, and you turn, and she is now standing in the doorway as Ephraim is a charred husk at the moment, and seemingly their pseudo kind of leader and or mentor is staked on the front lawn.
This would be a great time for some pocket sand. Ugh.
And she just yells out, "What the fuck is going on?" And instinctually, she's gonna like try and run at the nearest one of you.
That'll probably be me. That would probably be me.
It would probably be you, yes.
Mm-hmm.
What if we just hustle away into the car and leave?
Leave very quickly.
I can knock her down.
Evane's gonna start trying to like drag Marcus to the car. I don't know. She doesn't want to fight.
Maybe let Rick do that.
Yeah.
I would say Rick is gonna help you start hauling Marcus to the nearest vehicle.
Yeah, I'll help them as well.
And
Where's Alyssa now?
Alyssa is sort of like pseudo frozen at the moment, after what she just saw. And as Kiara is running at Delilah,
Did she have to run past Ephraim?
No, Ephraim is like further out on the lawn.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Delilah is closer to the house.
Yes.
And because Marcus kind of got yeeted in that direction, so
Yep.
But so as she runs at you, Delilah, do you do anything in particular?
I'm just gonna push her.
Just gonna push her? All right.
Yeah, that's all. I don't know if I have to roll something for that or what, but she's got a lot of strength.
Sure. Roll me a strength brawl check.
Okay.
Brawl and strength.
Oh, backwards. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
As
Always
I said,
backwards.
dyslexia.
Always backwards on Foundry.
So
I should know
brawl
better.
and then strength. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Got that one. Let's see if I did this right. Something
That would be
happened.
6 successes is critical success.
Yeah, I just want to like
Whoa.
knock her down so we can get out of here.
Oh, you
just
should
like push until
Yep,
just fall over.
you put a little more into it than you were initially planning,
Intending,
and
yeah.
you just like shove
Like, grab her
and-
shoulders and push her.
Yep,
yeah.
you grab her shoulders and shove her so hard that she goes like flying several feet back towards
Oh,
the
that
stairs
was not
and,
my
and
intent.
crashes into the stairs, and she's just like, and you see Alyssa walk over, and she seems to have like some sort of like handbag, and walks over to Kiara, and she's just like, sorry, and then just like hits her over the head with a handbag. And,
Oh shit! I thought she was gonna help her.
Okay.
and she just says it's every bitch for herself, and
That's stone cold.
and she turns towards Rick, and she's like, you seem to have like some authority or whatever, do what you want with her, I don't care. And she just starts walking with you guys.
Okay. Here we go.
I feel like Evane's is gonna kind of make eye contact with Rick and just kind of give a thumbs up, like, "Hey, we did it!"
Well, that went well.
Yep, and he gives like a bewildered yet approving thumbs up.
Okay.
Nice.
And that seems like a good place to stop, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
I
Awesome.
just imagine Evane just kind of like slid. This is terrible, but she's just like, slid like a jacket or something under Marx's head. He's inert, but right, you want to be comfortable at least.
Yeah.
Trying to show a little
But, you know,
hospitality.
so
And she's just
feel
like,
things.
"Hello, it's been some time since the club, but you just stay nice and comfortable there, okay?" So, oh
Awesome.
my gosh.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Well,
So I learned my character doesn't know her own strength.
oh, she deserved it. Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thanks everybody.
That was fun. Yes,
and,
It was
it
fun.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It was quite
Thank you.
enjoyable.
Mhm.
Thank you, inexperienced DM, for joining us. Glad you could make it. Glad
Yes,
to have
I'm,
you here.
I'm glad you approve. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, glad you're having fun. So I guess we have one more episode next week.
Yep, and then
Yeah.
it's one episode left. It's the season finale, everybody.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep,
excitement.
So that'll
Yep.
be next Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep, and then we go on hiatus until you said, I don't know, we were workshopping when exactly
Something
it
like
was going to be.
October, November, something like
Somewhere
that.
around there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's if people do want to play a second season.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, there's more.
Wanna twist it
There's
in
more
his arm.
shit. There's more shenanigans to get up
Yeah,
to.
there's
Of
so much.
course.
There's so many more shenanigans to be had.
Mm.
Right.
Right.
Well,
This
let's-
is our origin story.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So, anybody have anything they want to advertise? We'll start with Jen.
Yeah. Hi, I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. It's about the Blizzard games, mostly focusing on Diablo 4 right now. And I think Diablo 3 is still viable, but we'll see. New episodes come out on Saturdays, and I'm going to put one up later tonight.
All righty. Nanat, you got anything going on? You want to?
No, unfortunately not.
Nope. Okay. Tiara, anything you want to advertise? Thing got going on?
Not a darn thing. But be kind to people who work in the service industry.
Oh, of
Yes,
course.
for
please
sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just a reminder.
Yes. Hey, people need that reminder sometimes.
A lot of people need that reminder.
Mhm.
Anything from you, Aloysius?
Well, I don't know what the hell that was, but season finale of this next week, and then we got 2 more episodes in this season of Light and Shadows, which is our Symbaroum game that I am also running. And I have some other stuff that I'm working in my mind palace at the moment that will probably show up at some point down the pipeline. Other than that, I got nothing at the moment.
Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good. Well, hey, we have next Tuesday, we are going to have our first Candela Obscura game run by our friend Ray. That is going to be Tuesday night. Wednesday night, Symbaroum. Thursday night, back to Werewolf Controlled Burn. And then, as we said, next Friday night, the season finale of River City Runs Red. So again, thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. So we're going to say goodnight, everybody, and we will see you next week. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Night, everybody.
Bye.